7 Zulu. Weather. Wind 220 at 9er. Visibility 7. Sky clear. Temperature 4, 6, dew point 1, 2. Altimeter 29er 6. Precision approach runway 2, 1 right. Visual approach runway 1, 7. Bird warning condition low.
Okay. Yuma clearance 18-0.
4, 6, dew point 1, 2. Altimeter 29er 6. Precision approach runway 2, 1 right.
Yuma clearance, citation 747 Kilo Echo. I'd like to get our IFR clearance to Phoenix, Sky Harbor.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, Yuma clearance semi number 2.
Waiting for the military.
You can put in the performance while you wait.
I've already done that. I've already done the performance in that.
How did you do the performance in it?
I came here, right? Position in it.
Skybus 4987, I have your clearance advised and ready to copy.
Get here. Got this. This is what I want to wait.
4987,
down through here.
Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport.
Takeoff temperature.
Departure. Victor
Winds are
66,
basic calm for us.
Alpha,
Won't matter for the takeoff.
Expect 17,010 minutes after departure.
I've already sent them.
Departure frequency 125.55. Squawk 1312. Expect release for departure at 0120.
Come here.
Wait, if not
We got all the V-speeds in.
0123. Time now 0058 and 1/2.
We can put the winds in if we want to. Come in here just to let us know. Documentation. At least it tells us our headwind. Along the runway, so I wasn't too concerned. See what they give us.
November 747 Kilo Echo, say estimated time of departure.
Like
10
minutes.
I think we filed it for just about right now, Kilo Echo. Did you?
Clearance on request, sir.
Thanks, Kilo Echo.
November 747 Kilo Echo, cleared to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport via the Mohawk 5 departure. As filed, climb maintain 4,000, expect 19,000, correction, flight level 19,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.55, squawk 2020. Expect release for departure at 0128, but if not off by 0131, time now 0100 and 3/4.
Okay. Before we read it back, Kilo Echo, what was the initial altitude? Was it 5,000? 4,000.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, climb maintain 4,000, expect flight level 190, 10 minutes after departure.
Right, 4,000, 190, 10 minutes after. Okay, and before I also read back, what was the void time, sir? Clearance time?
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, expect release for departure at 0128, void if not off by 0131.
Citation 747 Kilo Echo, clear to Phoenix, it's Mohawk. 4,000, 190, 10 minutes after 125.55, 2020 on the squawk. And then expect clearance for 0128, if void if not off by 31.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, read back track, have a safe flight.
Now Rich is going in and choosing the arrival for Phoenix, and he's putting in Arlen 4 with a Mohawk transition and executing it. We had some audio issues, and you'll hear that with gaps.
He doesn't find out what runways are using in 25. Departing runway 25.
That's the digital ATIS.
Visual approach is 25, so we'll say 25.
So he's choosing 25 left.
Vectors, execute. Okay. Got that. Got 4,000. Through there. That altitude set here. Set, we've got that. Okay. The legs show all those pages. We've got all the MFD menus set, speed, altitude, left and right. That, we set that earlier, but we just got that information. Our performance is set. Okay, so now we're just ready to taxi. To get everything else settled. It was odd to get the void time. Let's put the 2020, tune it. Transponder, we've got that. 2555. Oh, there we go, F35, zoom. Let's see now, let's put,
Maybe we've got new ATIS. Let's check.
Station Yuma information, Lima,
Lima,
0057 Zulu. Weather, wind 230 at 8. Visibility 7. Sky clear. Temperature 4, 6, dew point 1, 2.
Stay the same.
Altimeter 2975.
2975.
Approach runway 2, 1 right. Visual approach runway 1, 7.
Okay,
Morning conditions.
we're ready. Are you ready? Go, Captain.
Ready.
And Yuma ground, this Citation 747 Kilo Echo at Millionaire with Lima ready to taxi.
Citation 747 Kilo Echo, runway 21 right at 17 intersection, taxi via Zulu 3, hold short, Zulu taxiway.
Zulu 3, hold short of Zulu for 21 right, runway 17 intersection, departure 747 Kilo Echo, thanks.
Whoa, that looks pretty warm. That's in the back. Glad we're not sitting in the back, Tigre.
Doesn't even feel that hot back there.
No, but it's where the sensor is on that sidewall. We had checked the flaps before, but let's check again.
No takeoff.
Did a rotary check earlier. We're going to do a control check again anyway. And then we're also going to check the Arlen, the departure out of here, the Mohawk 5.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, contact tower.
Thanks, Kilo Echo.
So on this one, it's just a right turn and then direct to the barred VOR. Going to the tower, going to 1. Tigre.
And Yuma Tower, good afternoon. Citation 747 Kilo Echo coming up here on Zulu, holding short runway 17.
Citation 747 Kilo Echo, Yuma Tower, taxi via runway 17, runway 21 right at 17 intersection, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 21 right via runway 17, and line up and wait, 7 Kilo Echo and 21 right.
7 Kilo Echo, hold position there, short of 17. Your window's still about 21 minutes away.
Okay, thanks, Kilo Echo.
The issue is that there's flow control going into Phoenix, and we didn't double check the Zulu time and confirm where we're at, so we should have stayed on the ramp.
So now we have this coming in here, and we're going to go into, that's the Mohawk. Let's do that, show on the map, transition. Right, so that's that. So now we come into here. It's the easiest way to come into here at Phoenix. Go to procedure, come to arrival, into Arlen 4, and we can actually send that directly to the map. So now we have that. So we've got those all set. And then right now the weather's going to change here, but let's check while we're waiting. Phoenix is information Victor.
Roger, 1 Roger.
You can plug that into the approach.
Yeah, might as well do that. Why not? Come in here. Approach data, that's a good idea, Tigre. Might as well set it in while we're there, right? 2804 goes up here. It's going to be, and we're taking off on 21 right, climb 1200, then climbing right turn, direct turn to barred VOR. So we go straight out 1200 feet. So regretfully, hopefully nobody else is trying to leave before our time, because we just blocked them. All right, so we now have our clearance. Taxi, there's SkyWest taking off. You're going somewhere else that has slot controls, time controls. All right, and now we're coming here, checking both left and right on runway 21 right. Okay, let's turn on all our lights.
Just said hold.
I know, in position. I just want to get them done. Lights, I just not the heats. Get over here in the center line. And they need to clean the runways.
Skywards 4987, contact departure.
Departure Skywards 4987.
So while we're waiting for tower to give us clearance, I want to just show you how I can zoom in and out with the range on my PFD to pick a scale that makes sense for the departure Now I'm super zoomed out, I'm not going to see all the turns, so I want to find a happy medium that's going to give me enough information for my monitoring.
27 after. 28's our release. Void is not off by 31.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, runway 21 right at 17 intersection, wind 260 at 9er, clear for takeoff after departure, fly runway heading for radar vectors.
Roger, departing runway 21 right, after departure runway heading for vectors, 747 Kilo Echo.
Okay, making power and takeoff settings, looks good there. 70 cross check on 3. V1, which is also rotate. Take off, positive rate. Touch brakes. Gear up. Heading. Flaps up. Engine sync. Yaw damper on. And we'll accelerate and get back to Filch here in a minute.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, contact departure.
Departure, thank you, Kilo Echo.
SkyWest 4987, continue right turn heading 120 to join Victor 66, get you away from those restricted areas up there.
20 join, SkyWest 497.
Good evening, departure. Citation 747 Kilo Echo, leaving 1,600 for 4,000.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, Yuma departure, your radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000.
8,000 Kilo Echo.
Varney 847, climb and maintain 7,000.
Adjusting the speed for the Filch here as we accelerate to about 210, 220. Still runway heading. Till advised. Hopefully they'll turn us soon before we go into Mexico. Even though we can't go into Mexico.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, turn right direct to Bard.
Right direct Bard, Kilo Echo, thanks.
Just gonna get that started. 'Cause Bard is over here anyway. Get that started and then I'll set it up.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, climb and maintain 13,000.
13,000 Kilo Echo.
I can worry about it right now until I turn. If you want to change it for me, Tigre, that'd be great.
SkyWest 4987, climb maintain 17,000.
So, computer new solution, direct to Bard. Let's get in the turn here. Put that on nav. That works. Autopilot on, got that doing. Pressurization check, so we're going through the altitude, coming up at 10, everything's pressurizing in here, check pressurization here. Got that, we're pressurizing. We'll do that full checklist in a minute. Do you have one of the side panels?
You have mine?
No, we have, do you know where the other one is? Hold on, oh, it's right here.
I don't need it.
Here, I got this.
You're gonna need both.
We may.
It's a better one.
When we land into the sun. Wow, intense today. Mohawk is our new clearance. execute that. Got that, verify that's where we want to go. Line up our heading. Sure that's correct. Looks good. Direct Mohawk.
7 Kilo Echo, climb maintain 17,000.
17,000 Kilo Echo.
Black and 3-1, contact the tower, I'll see you.
Got 17. See it?
Snake 3-2, contact Los Angeles Center 291.7.
Let's put it to 220.
Good day.
Let it zoom up here. So it shows turbojets expect cross 250, turboprops at 15. They may or may not take us that high. We'll find out. Landing west, turbojets expect to do paint at 14,000. So I'm going to come down here and put that in right now. So I'll come down to the FMS on the CDU, and let's put in 14,000 right now. And we already have a speed restriction that's in there. According to that. Now, if we want to, now those are,
that was 4987, Jessica, 12
those are
o'clock,
specs.
20 miles west.
I put them in anyway, it gives me an idea.
600 for 16,000 is a TBM.
This close to Mohawk, they probably
altitude
1,000 go. They probably won't try to make us go up to 250. All right, then so we do that. Review any other changes. We don't. Now what we want to do is look at the approach to the ILS 25 left. So as we get closer, and so they're going to have the ground. Now if we use 25, see what they use. I'm not quite sure they're going to give us a runway. We will find out what approach and everything they'll do that. But let's just say
okay, was 4987, contact
we'll go ahead and put
Center
down the decision
we'll
altitude in here.
645, got 497.
So we had a very high altitude for our decision altitude from our last airport, which was Alamosa. So we're going to change that 1326, 1330. So we have that set. And like Tigre is going to change on, make sure what his is going to be. So it's going to be 1330 Tigre. We also do the performance. Tigre already, his suggestion, which is great while we're waiting. Go ahead and put that in there, right? So we have all that data in there. We entered it, and we might as well just send it now and be done with it.
TBM 788 Romeo Yuma approach
to the rest.
2974, descend and maintain 10,000.
You can leave them in
expect the visual approach.
cyan, or if you go to magenta, then if you change runways, these won't change. They'll stay. And changing a runway will not change your VREF anyway, so it just makes it easier.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo Center assigned, maintain 250 knots.
250, slowing down from 264 Kilo Echo.
No problem. We just
That'll work.
More flight time.
Runway 21 right.
Indicator works really well here, so it tells us that little magenta line where we're going. If we're going, so I'm adding some power. Tigre sees that right there in his two there, so we just keep it about 250. We don't have auto throttles, so we just try to keep it close. So if that magenta line comes down and is right over the white line, that means you're not accelerating. See, it's a little bit above, so it shows we're accelerating. On some synthetic vision systems,
2847, Roger.
you actually have a caret
received. You still want to fly forward? We can keep you on this.
that shows you the acceleration. So we'll see. They may give us 26, may give us 25 left. I just loaded the ILS right now, 26. Loaded in here. Go tune. Place it up there.
Good evening. Citation 747 Kilo Echo 17,000.
November 747 Kilo Echo, Albuquerque Center, the Phoenix altimeter 2979er. Are you able to fly the Hydra 1 arrival?
Let me check real quick, Kilo Echo, just to verify that.
2979er.
Yeah, we just have speeds. Yeah, we can do all those.
Yeah, in Albuquerque Center, Citation 747 Kilo Echo. Yeah, we have RNAV and we can do those speeds for the Hydra 1.
747 Kilo Echo, Roger. After Judith cleared the Hydra 1 arrival to Phoenix.
Judith Hydra 1 arrival, Kilo Echo, thanks.
So the easiest thing right now, we have the Arlen, right? So we just put our heading bug in there, put it into heading mode. We have our speed good, that's fine. Then come here to depart arrive, and then we come in through here at the index, Phoenix arrivals, to nav here on our mode selector. Don't want to forget that. So now we have still Judith, and it says, of course, here 280, flight level 250. Of course, they said do it after Judith, which is good because we're at 17,000. We otherwise would have to climb up 8,000 feet, which wouldn't make sense. So we'll keep the 250 to here.
Albuquerque Center Citation 747 Kilo Echo. What speed would you like? We have 250 right now.
10 Kilo Echo, maintain 280 knots or less.
Thanks, Kilo Echo.
All right, so we can just keep it at 250 or less. We'll just keep it there. Got it nailed, so no reason to change it right now. The plates, let's import this trip. Perfect one in. Let's do the arrival. Here's hider. Let's look at altitudes that we have. Cross 14. The lowest one on that really is going to be 14,000 for us in there at paint. So let's just go back down here. No, that's Arlen 4, excuse me. That's the one we want to pick because we changed it. Yeah, there we go.
747 Kilo Echo, descend via the Hyder 1 arrival, runway 25 left, Phoenix South, 2979.
2979 and descend via the Hyder arrival and expect 25 left. Kilo Echo.
All right, so we got that. So we're going to descend that. So now let's check that. Let's put the VNAV, gauge that, and then let's see what we have here. Hyder. All right, we'll look at this. 25 from Gila. On track to then on track to Chavo, then on track to Limo. So Limo, so that gives us our altitude. So we can just come down here to our altitude selector. Go ahead and put that at 7,000. Confirm that. So that's Limo at 210. All the other speeds you said 280 or less, so that's great. Hyder 265, Gila at 250. Okay, so we're set. And then from Limo, we'll just have vectors. Then from Limo, then on track 079, expect radar vectors to final approach course. Okay, so then that sets it up there. Let's look at what's going on with our weather here. Let's see what we've got going on here. So we hit the memory 3, which we've programmed for weather. And then we come down here and we can zoom in. It's actually pretty nice and clear. If I zoom out, there,
Albuquerque Southwest 349,
shows
16 up to
all the segment areas, mesocyclonic activity.
Up to 250 Southwest 349.
That looks good. And then we can press in here and get menu. We can hit menu here on this button, and then here on our MFD we can pick our destination.
Bravo Lima, contact Phoenix approach.
By just simply pressing the top of the data selector knob. So we just selected that, and then it shows the METAR. And then we can go, if there's any other, the TAF isn't available, but that's the weather there.
So what we can do is come to index, frequency, and then you'll see that you have your origination and your destination. And if it says multiple, you just have to click that to see what they have under there. So then we want to look for ATIS 127575. So what we can do is we can copy that, and then we could come into tune and put it on recall right there if we want ATIS there, which Dad already had up there. So we just come back to frequency, and we can look at what ground would be off of 25 left. Maybe for the approach, 25 left?
Yeah, it's on the approach. So if we look at the approach and 25, any one of these on 25 left will work, but let's pick the one we're going to have. And then up at the top, that's the tower, ground, south.
So 120.9?
No, here's ground, 13255.
Okay. 13255.
To the south.
13255. Go back to tune. I'll put it in the standby. Now notice in the pre-2, we don't have, it didn't change it up on our comms. It kept the old one. So what we can do is we can swap that and swap it again, but it won't put that recall up into COM 2. Just kind of have the backup up there. So if we want that up there, we have to manually put in 13255.
889 Sierra 9500. Number 88902, it's the upgrade center, Phoenix altitude 2979er. 979er.
So far, so good, Tigre.
747 Kilo Echo, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
2865 Kilo Echo, thanks.
This is so good, especially when you're single pilot. To do this all here, just have tune, which you already have.
1820.
But bingo.
Skywest 4987, reduce speed to 210. American 624, contact approach 120.4.
120.4, American 624.
Approach, good evening, Citation 747 Kilo Echo 17, descending via the Hydra and Hydra 1, and we have Victor.
Citation 747 Kilo Echo, Phoenix approach, good evening, Victor, sure to expect 25 left.
25 left, thanks, Kilo Echo.
Well, we've loaded 25 left, so that makes it great. Look like that from what we looked at from the digital ATIS. That's the one advantage of digital ATIS, especially if you get it before you go, right? Because in the air you can't get the digital ATIS, so it's done. And then we'll get an update here shortly. So we have the digital ATIS, so we just got a hold of Phoenix approach. We have Victor. Cool thing about getting digital ATIS, especially before you leave the ground, unless you have Wi-Fi, is it can tell you so much information, runways, etc., all at one time. Or you can call on the phone and get it as well, but the digital ATIS is awesome because then you have it, and then we can look right smack dab here in Flight, and we've got our Victor. Now we're going to get another one coming up here soon.
United
At least we have it.
Turn 15,
We're
18
descending
left,
via
extra spacing, maintain
and
8,000.
approach set to expect the ILS 25 left, which works out perfectly with what we read here.
United 1201, turn right,
Flight
slow
080.
down.
Right, heading 080, United 1201.
1201, thanks, contact approach 126.6.
Then would be, then we got to slow down to 230 at punt.
First Skywest 3008 out of
But Gila, we go 250, excuse me, 250 at Agla. So we're going south.
3008, Phoenix approach, Victor current.
So we just keep it at 250.
Expect 26, Skywest 3000.
United 1938, contact approach 126.6.
126.6, United 1938.
Frontier 2152 is descending via the Bruiser with information Victor.
Just showed up. There was a decelerate notice on here, which is really nice.
Nice reminder, when, especially when you're single
Frontier
pilot.
flight 2152, affirmative. Skywest 49.
Now from the chart,
speed to 190, contact approach 120.
Got a couple things, right? We can tell that this appears to be our last frequency before the
American
tower.
2783,
So
turn
if
10
that's the
degrees right,
case,
maintain 8,000.
and we're using 25 left, we can go ahead and put 120.9 in the
American
standby.
1823, turn 15, 15 degrees left, maintain 8,000.
Recall.
15 to the left, still on 8,000.
Bingo, so it's preloaded. Just gives us something else, just situational awareness. Not only get you set up for the approach, but get you just sort of in the frame of mind to watch for things.
American 1823,
So again,
thanks for
that
help,
recall
contact approach 126.
It won't show up.
Show up here.
26, have a great rest of the night. Yep.
So if you do want to have it up here, then you'd have to manually dial that one in.
Yeah, so if we wanted to do that right now, we would go ahead and put 120.9 in that one. So we've got a couple options. We can switch it here, or we can switch it down here.
American 2783,
It's almost like having
contact
three
approach
frequencies.
120.4.
It's kind of cool. Let's say you're not quite sure of the tower. You think it's going to be to 120.9, but maybe they're going to switch runways on you, so it might be 18.7. So then you could come here because there are a couple of different towers. You could put 18.7 up here, so now you got them set both ways. To say, oh, by the way, now we have to have you land on runway 26. Okay, great. I'll pick that one. So speed's good. We're 250. Descent profile looks good for the VNAV. We also, what Tigre and I do is we program our our MFD to do a couple cool things. So we have text up here, which is really neat, but sometimes you don't want the text. You just like to see more of your flight plan. So what we've done is we've come here, and basically where your checklist FMS text are off. So what we've done is that off, we've programmed into one of the memory buttons here. So watch, if I press memory 2, see, it turns that text off and gives us more detail of the entire arrival. It's a pretty cool, nice way to be able to do that. And then press memory 1, come back to the conventional one. Press memory 3, that's how we did the weather. And press memory 1, coming back here.
What's no approach?
Oh, on your side?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because what you've got, what do you have? Do you have your FMS1 going to AGLA? Because no approach has been set yet. And it's pulling that off of no approach has been loaded here. You can load, the best thing, of course, is to make sure that you've got this loaded too as well, something that we did do. You're on 2, but we really should have this done.
It says I'm on 1. That's 1.
Oh, no, but I mean for this is 2, we should always have this. We didn't have this loaded, and we really should as a backup. Just in case something fails. Okay, then we come here, Phoenix. We got a couple minutes. X. Got that. Then we can come here and do procedure, arrival. It's a Hydra. So we're going to load the Hydra. And we did it from Hogs. And we're going to use runway 25 both. We load it. And we're actually now going by AGLA. So I can come down here right now. AGLA. Press menu. Activate that leg. Activate it, boom. Then I can also come back in here, so now it's going to load it. Come here and load the approach. Load the approach, we're doing ILS 25 left. And let's just say vectors, because I don't think they're going to take us out anywhere. Just as a backup. One disadvantage of doing vectors.
But you activate it, so now it says...
Oops, sorry, I shouldn't have activated it. It's okay, I just come up to here. That thing. Tigre, come up here and do that leg again. So now it's, let's cancel it. Now we're actually past AGLA.
American 1358, reduce speed to 230.
Now it's set.
Slow 230 knots,
Thanks,
American
Tigre.
1358.
So I can just reset it.
Contact approach 120.4.
We're going to start slowing down a little bit. 210. The nice thing about the Garmin, right, is you don't lose those waypoints. Where you do with some other FMSs like the Collins, you have to go back and try to search for them. So they're all in there. You say, oh crap, I made a mistake. That's no problem. Just go back and load it. Just go back and choose it because it's still in your list. And then of course we just press this for 2 seconds. We always get the
altitude, maintain 8,000.
nav page.
8,000, 3,000.
And we got to slow down a little bit here to 210 at Chavo and 9,000. So it's good. It's a pretty complex approach.
And American 1358, reduce speed further 210, then maintain 8,000.
Slow 210, then down to 8,000, American 1358.
Number 747 Kilo Echo, you may see traffic in just a moment on the departure, 10 o'clock and 6 miles. He's westbound, be turning to the south in just a moment. It's a Learjet out of 3,300, climbing 8,000 only. Should be passing just underneath you.
All right, thanks, Kilo Echo. Yeah, we've gone on TCAS too, but don't have visual yet.
Roger.
Now, one of the things that we did is we loaded this by vectors, which just gave us from GIPSy. But it'd be smarter for us to load that approach from one of these other fixes, just in case. So let's reload that. So let's come in through here. We have runway, and let's do it from Zerlo. So we have 25 left, and we're looking for Zerlo. If we do Zerlo, then it will give us more of those fixes. If we come here, you'll see those fixes in there. Chavo, Gila, all these in through here, just in case. Just gives us more information. Okay, so now we're at 210, which is perfect. It's just what we want to do. So then we go from Chavo. We're just done with Chavo. Okay, that's coming up here, Chavo. Okay, we just did Chavo. Okay. And we're going to go Chavo. So we're now just past Chavo. Chavo, we're going to put Chavo up that top there, that Chavo. So we have two of those.
Altitude.
So there we go, perfect. So now what we've done is just kind of join these together because we had two Chavos to Limo. Now, since we changed that whole approach, so we just
747 Kilo Echo, contact approach 120.4.
204 Kilo Echo, thank you.
So 1204. So that's not the frequency that we thought maybe we might go to. So it's great. So we got that.
Approach. Good evening. This is Citation 747 Kilo Echo with you, descending from 81 to 7 via the Hydro 1.
747 Kilo Echo, Phoenix approach, Roger.
What's our speed still? So we zoom in, we can see this a little bit better. So now we have Limos. So you always have to be careful, especially when you add or change approaches, to make sure that everything makes sense.
Bravo Lima, contact tower,
because we had
18-7, have a good night.
make sure you're going to the right fixes and everything makes sense. It's always good to have that situational awareness. We're a little fast. We're going to slow down here too.
And then since Limon
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, descend and maintain 6,000.
6,000 Kilo Echo.
So he basically said, okay, now you're kind of off descend via. Change that to vertical speed, take off the VNAV.
We're going to do sync our heading.
Yep.
And go to heading mode. Because we don't have a destination after this.
Exactly.
Altitude.
Going down 1,000. In fact, it says...
Expect for the vectors, right?
Then on track 079.
Turning right, heading 080. Track 079.
And flight 2923, Phoenix approach, Roger.
There you go. Which is basically what Limo is. So I'm going to leave it at 80 just because if I do heading of... See, it's a track. See that? 079 is a track. So just like you had Tigre, about 82, 83 because of the winds is about what it worked out.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, flighting 360 to center maintain 3,000.
360 and 3,000 Kilo Echo.
Because it's a track, not a heading,
to
right?
maintain 4,000.
Okay, got that, and 3,000. So we've got 3,000, vertical speed, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3 seconds of this basically gives you 1,500 feet a minute. All right, so now we're off of the, so now we can set this up. So let's go to, we'll see where they're going to take us, right? 360 takes us inside of Gipsy. So we could then come down here on the CDU and take Gipsy, copy it, come up to the top, put it here, double check here to see how this is going to work. We can execute it, and now that's going to activate that leg. So now we're all set. We're going to put ours.
So again, it was grab Gipsy, put it in the scratch pad, and then go back to the beginning of your legs page.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, Skybird 10 o'clock, 8 mile.
Airport in sight, Kilo Echo.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, turn left heading 290, clear approach runway 25 left.
290, 25 left, visual Kilo Echo.
Okay, so we're going to slow down. We got 200 knots. Let's put that. Got that 290. Got that set.
And Citation 7 Kilo Echo. You may see him as you turn on to final. Traffic's 2 miles north. You're going to be a little bit behind you. Regional jet 4,200 for the north side.
Thanks, Kilo Echo.
Okay, so we're going to turn just a little bit more than 290.
Altitude.
Just make sure we got that thing in there. Get the runway in sight. We're good. Got that lined up. All right, so we've hit heading and then approach. Vertical speed to get down to the 3,000.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, contact tower 120.9.
1209, thanks for your help, Kilo Echo.
You have it in your recall.
Oh, yeah, I do, don't we? We just come to tune, and no, we didn't because we didn't
flight
do
29.
1209.
Yeah.
25 right, line up away, Scout 5001.
Because we changed it.
And tower, good evening, Citation 747 Kilo Echo with you on the visual for 25 left.
Citation 747 Kilo Echo, Phoenix Tower, Roman 25 left, clear to land, caution, wait turbulence, multiple large depart the inboard, wind at 270 at 12.
Thank you, cleared land 25 left to watch for all those heavies, Kilo Echo.
Okay, so speed check. 1 dot above.
5001, wind
Gear
270
down.
at 13. Runway
She's
25
cleared to
right, clear
land.
takeoff.
Lights are on.
5 right. Clear for takeoff.
Okay.
5001.
Slow down a little bit more here. We got that done. Sync off. Heading. Now that we have glide slope, even though to do the visual, I just always go ahead and just use the approaches whenever we possibly can. Just in case I have to go around, because it could have you do the mist. And the mist in here is 3,000, and then turn left to 5,000. So once we're on glide slope, I'm just going to put 5,000 in for the mist. Got that. Speed check. Landing flats because we have glide slope intercept. We were a little faster there when we hit it, so I didn't put them down. It'll be hard to see, but that's what we've got.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, say parking.
It'll be a cutter Kilo Echo.
Thank you.
We'll keep the speed up just a little bit. It's a busy airport. They like us to do that if possible. I'm going to move the screen over just in case on the mist I have to go somewhere and I can't see anything. Ah, much better. Okay, I slow down now. Just a little bit above V approach.
Southwest 3099, wind at 260 at 12. Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, one last check here. Speed brakes extended because I had those up. It's good to check that.
Runway 25 right, line up lane, traffic crossing.
Gear down, hydraulics up, no CAS messages.
American 939.
A little bit above the approach right now, we're at 120.
2923 Phoenix
We've got a lot of
Tower, runway
traffic,
25
so.
left, clear to land. Citation, mile and a half final, wind 260 at 10. You're currently showing a 7070 knot overtake.
250. 25 left, clear land, 52924, slowing down.
Sky 5001, contact departure, good day.
Contact departure, Sky
500.
Okay, we're at V approach, good. See the
Traffic
lights on the
position
runway.
at Foxtrot 9 cross runway 25 right, continue Echo Tango North route, good night.
Foxtrot, clear to cross 25 right, Echo Tango North route, have a good night, American 2783.
Minimums.
Got it. Okay, autopilot.
Autopilot.
We're between V approach and V ref. Perfect. We're not going around. So one more check. Gear down, hydraulics up.
Contact departure, good night.
Departure, good night.
3 knots above V ref. Right now we're 50 feet above the runway threshold. And we're 1 knot above V ref. Okay, straight looking. There you go. There you go. Once nose contacts the ground,
939, wind 260 at 11, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
put out the ground flaps.
939.
Southwest 152, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, line up and wing.
Line up and wing, 25 right, Southwest 152.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, turn left at Hotel 4, right turn on Hotel, minimum delay exiting traffic on a half-mile final.
We'll expedite, get off Hotel, and go to the right, correct Hotel, Kilo Echo. Phoenix, Night Cargo 1080, visual 25 left, going to West
There
Cargo.
it is, Hotel 4. There it is, Hotel 4.
And Phoenix was up for Night Cargo 1080.
Stand by.
We'll get off the runway.
Citation 7 Kilo Echo, thank you. Turn right on Hotel, just monitor ground 132.55 inbound to Cutter. Have a good day.
Thank you, Hotel Echo. Happy to help. Thanks for your help.
Southwest 152, traffic ahead, turn south, no factor, wind 26011, runway 25
Go
right.
to 2 now, just monitor.
25 right, copy takeoff, Southwest 152.
Taxi 24 inbound, once they're out of the way, runway 25 left at Hotel 7, taxi via Hotel.
Okay, we'll wait for the inbound citation.
Oh, sorry.
Once they're out of the way, we'll taxi 25 left via Hotel, holding position at the Cutler ramp for information.
It's our good friends at Cutter. Known the Cutter family and all their team for many, many years.
So then we pull up in performance, go to flight log, then you got all your takeoff, landing, off, ons, fuel used, log for your next flight.
Thanks for joining Tigre and I with Personal Wings on our flight from Yuma to Phoenix. We've now, what we're doing, we thought we'd say goodbye to you as we let the engines cool down. It's always a good idea to let the engines cool down a couple of minutes before you shut down so everything gets all the temperatures equalized. So thanks again. We have a Proline
21 course on personalwings.com, and of course we have our channels on TikTok, Instagram, and of course YouTube where you're at. So subscribe to all those, follow us, and let us know how you like our videos. Thanks for watching Tigre and I again.